G'day, I'm Tez.
I'm Flick.
And welcome back to the live stream. Crave Minds, good to see you back on, mate. We'll get you on in a sec.
Hi, you want to jump on?
I had a look at your website there. YouTube channel week. Very impressive. So we'll get you on and have a yarn a bit later on, mate. I reckon we might go through a few questions at this stage.
Okay. All 50 pages that you've typed out for me.
All 50 pages we've printed, and go on the first one and see how we go. Turn the screen if you want.
Oops. No, not the Coke. Shaken, not stirred.
Yeah.
Really? Joke of the week, number 4.
Yep. Have you seen that?
No.
No, of course not.
I don't think I want to know your jokes.
Oh, come on. Come on.
Your jokes are so bad.
Go on anyway.
Okay, Julie Cook. You can't help but always laugh when an Aussie isn't a joke. Good one, Tez. And I also like the way you're in your truck, not moving. Well, I bloody hope so, because you don't have your seatbelt on, but you're still looking and checking your mirrors and surroundings.
Very good reason for that. Yes, I wasn't moving. I was waiting actually to get unloaded at Grain Corp. I'm still paranoid about people watching me film, and there was a truck behind me, and the driver was out of the truck walking around, and so I was keeping an eye on him while I was trying to do this joke, which took me 10 goes. I was there for half an hour trying to do this 2-minute joke. I was getting very pissed off with it, and I think the original joke was started off with 3 frogs sitting on the side of the road, and it's a completely different joke now. It was just I play it back, or I get halfway through and go, I stuffed it up. I'll start again. And it was just one thing after another, and eventually at the end it was my turn to unload, and I didn't even check it. I just went send. So it uploaded as raw as hell, and I looked at it later and went, close enough. Close enough.
Do you think that other driver was walking around wondering what the heck you were doing?
Well, he was a long way back, and I was keeping an eye on him. That's why I was sitting in the truck looking at him. And I knew I did it first couple of times, and I'm pretty sure I didn't do it last time. And only after I read the message from Julie, I realised I did it. And I went, nah, it's going to stay. I haven't got time now to change it.
So what about knock knock?
No. Not your knock knock, Pete. Sorry, worse than mine. So it really was meant to be just a little short, but they only take a minute. And I got halfway through the joke and it stopped.
Oh no!
And it's I can't cut it down any shorter, so it just went out for a full length video. So
should stick to knock knock.
Should have.
Knock knock.
No. No, your jokes are horrible. Stupid.
Moving on. Okay. Caravans crashes. Lindy Morrison 1. I'm never getting a caravan now. Thanks.
You're welcome. That was not the goal of our of those videos. Those videos. It's what can go wrong when you don't load your van properly and tow your van properly. Funny enough, they're the best videos I ever put out, as in people watching them. But we'll move on. That was not the goal, to scare people off, but it's more educational. Sorry about that.
Okay. What the heck is that word? Garage's workshop. What?
Yeah, close enough. Yes. Yeah, that's his last name.
Oh, okay. The bloke in the Pajero just had to back off, and he may have saved it. Typical result of no fucking do. I own 1,800 kilogram Caravan with a Land Cruiser, and with trucks, I keep in mind that he is at work. I'm not. He needs to be somewhere. I don't. He has a deadline. I don't. So as far as I'm concerned, I just want to get out of his way. My Cruiser has radar speed control, so I'll tend to find a truck moving along at a speed that suits me and just sit at a comfortable distance behind him. The truck is keeping an eye on what's ahead, and my car is stopping me going up his clacker. It can make for a relaxing break. Also, it's not just some caravanners that go slow on the winding bits and put their foot down on the overtaking lane. I travel caravan free to Melbourne from Canberra a bit and turn off at Benalla, and nearly every time there is some arsehole in a car doing just that. Cheers, Stuart.
Yes. Yeah, that's right. The one in the black, patrol. Yeah, he should have backed off, and he would have kept his vehicle on the four wheels way before he got in front of the other. I think it was a truck or another van. I can't remember what. Another four-wheel drive, and he just wanted to get in front. And I imagine that some of it started a wave, and he thinks, "I'll go faster and pull it back straight in line." Yeah, fatal mistake. Hey, Steve, how you going, mate?
And Timothy. Hi, Timothy.
Hi, Tim. Haven't missed anyone else there, don't think.
No.
So, yeah, I actually checked out, I'm not even going, Stuart's YouTube page today.
Yeah.
He does a lot of workshop little things like cleaning up lathes and vices and, he pulled a cordless drill apart I saw there. Was to redo the truck. Explain how to do it and why they're bad design, but just a bloke knocking around in the back of the shed. It's rather interesting to watch.
Do you do sheds? Because he needs to get in your shed.
No.
I'm not going in your shed.
No. Mine's a dead loss at the moment. I have to pull everything out and start again. But yeah, no, his was rather. I just had a quick look on his little website and YouTube, and it was rather cool. Kind of.
De-atomizer. Hiluxes are not good towing utes. They are underpowered and do not handle rear tongue weight very well.
No, none of the utes are not designed. Twin cab utes, even there.
Don't say nothing about my Rodeo.
Oh, yeah, Rodeo.
Don't say nothing
Colorado's
about
the same.
Nope.
They're all.
Nope.
Well, Mitsubishi's. Yeah, they're all the same. Tritons, they're all the same. They're too light in the arse end.
There's nothing wrong with my Rodeo.
Yeah, nothing wrong with your Rodeo.
Move on.
Yeah, I will.
Or you can go sleep out in the Rodeo.
She'll do the job.
Gary Shepherd. I have a dilemma that maybe a truckie can answer. Driving on the highway and say at 100 on cruise control, obviously trucks can't go as fast as cars uphill. So while a truck is slowing down, going up an incline at 100, you go into the right lane, overtake, and get back into the left lane. Then on the downslope, still doing 100, the truck you overtook sits 2 feet from your rear bumper, then overtakes, rinse and repeat. This must be annoying for trucks, but it's also dangerous and unnerving to have a camera so close on your tail. All you can see is their grill. What is the correct truck etiquette here? Do I take it off cruise, slow down, going downhill, and make it easier for them to overtake, or do I just sit on cruise at 100 and wear them on my rear bumper?
Oh, get them off your rear bumper. The problem here is trucks are loaded up to the max. Doesn't matter if they've got 400 horses under the bonnet or 600. Hardly ever see a truck unloaded. What he's talking about here is when the truck is loaded, actually. So, and we run out of horsepower going uphill. That's basically what's happening.
Yeah.
It's nothing we can do about it. We're slowing, grinding down gears, trying to get the momentum. And when we're going downhill, that's where we get our free momentum from.
Because you've got all the weight
pushing us down. And we're trying to get back up the next one. And this is where cars, unfortunately, get in the way. Car can sit on 100 cars, 100 k's an hour, going up the hill and going down the hill. Of course, we can only do 100, but we're trying to pinch a little bit more going downhill so we can get a run up to go up the next one, so we're not going down so many gears on the way down.
So you are completely not right now saying that you speed a little bit down the hill to get the momentum up. You're not saying that at all, are you?
No.
You do 100 down the hill. Yes.
Yes, almost the time. Yeah, well, it depends on the hill. There's hills where we can't do 100 down the hill because it's too steep. It just gets too dangerous. So that's when we back off and go down.
Yeah.
Run on exhaust brakes. You'd probably find most of them are running on exhaust brakes, even sitting on 100. Wind down your window, you find out you can hear them. So they're not speeding too much, but they still want that momentum. And you find the truck speedo is more accurate than a car speedo. Where in the car you see sitting on your speedo, say 100 k's an hour, but you're doing 96 because that's how they all set them out. Because otherwise the cars dealerships get done for inaccurate speed limits. If you take a car out and says it's 100 and you actually do 105, they can actually get done. So they put them back the other way for safety reasons. And trucks are governed at 100 k's an hour, and the speedos, when you check them with the GPS, when you're doing 100 k's an hour, the GPS will say you've been doing 100 k's an hour too. So, yes.
I don't know. There's a big whole thingy because I still don't think that you can speed check at a GPS.
Yeah, GPS will tell you what speed you're doing.
Yeah, I know, but I don't trust them. I trust my speedo.
No, I wouldn't trust the speedo. No, because you put different size tyres on. My truck will read 3 k's difference between new tyres and old tyres. GPS is the only way to check your speedo. You run your car under a speed camera where they tell you what speed you're doing, you find your GPS is closer than your car speedo is.
I still read my speedo.
Oh, you still can read the speedo, but I'm telling you, it's inaccurate.
If I ever get pulled over for speeding, I would say I was reading my speedometer on my car, not my GPS.
And the odometer will be reading slow. Yeah.
Moving on before we get into
an argument.
Lewis Katz. G'day, Terry. Great video as always. What about designing a caravan with a drawbar and a turntable like a dog trailer, 1 axle up front and 2 axles at the back, same setup as a 3-axle dog? I personally think it would track safer and be a lot more stable. Any thoughts? I have had my clashes with caravans over the years. Cheers, Lewis.
Yeah, I thought that was a good idea for about first 5 seconds when I thought about it. Yeah, dog trailers, they pivot at the front of the trailer. You've got another pivot point.
Mm.
Most people can't back a normal trailer. Let no put another pivot point in. We get over that situation. The second issue I have with that is, have you ever followed a road train or even a truck with a dog trailer?
Yeah.
You see how much they bounce around and
swerve
around? Yeah. They just tow like shit, basically. Yeah, so imagine that on the Caravan. Most people
can't handle a normal caravan.
And the Caravan wheels are a lot wider than a car, so that's going to sway around a little bit, then go off into the dirt inside the road, and next thing you'll have another car off the road. So I think for these safety issues, they're the worst idea in the world. But I did like the thinking way, trying to think out of the box there. But and the third thing, I reckon that you lose too much weight.
Yeah.
Most caravans, you only can put half a ton or a ton in them. Really, you can't put that much weight on the caravan because the whole caravan takes up most of the weight time. You put cupboards and everything, and fridges and freezers and washing machines and
kids.
Stoves and you put the whole house in there, and you still can't barely put any food and any clothes in there. So you put another axle with a pivot point. And your vehicle can't tow any. Most cars can't. Well, cars can't tow up more than 3.5 ton anyway.
Yeah.
Normal vehicles. So yeah.
But it would be good if somebody could work out a safer way to have a caravan.
safer way is training. It's the only way is doing proper training.
Maybe somebody can design a new Caravan that is like super awesome.
Yeah, righto.
Oh, hi Ruby. So what's Timothy? The NHVR will engage with several local governments during the first half of 2020 on the rollout of the Strategic Asset Assessment Project. What's that?
I don't know, Tennessee. I was just trying to work that out myself. What you're on about there, mate? I just, by the sounds, it's going to be a pain to us truck drivers, whatever that is. You might have to explain yourself, mate. I don't know. Where are we up to?
I don't know. Oh, TA29. Good video. I can't speak English. Wait.
Yeah.
Good video, Terry. I watched another trucker's channel where he constantly showed caravan car driver speed up in an overtaking zone, then back off, went back to a single lane, frustrating for truckers wanting to get through.
Yeah, yes. Usual point, yeah. And next thing it takes us for a long time to wind up. If we're sitting on 80, it's not like in a car where you just put your foot down and off we go. The truck, you kind of, oh yeah, here we go.
Is that something about my driving?
No. Yeah, trucks take a long time to wind up. There was another point to that I was thinking, but I can't think of it now. I don't know what I was thinking. What else?
It's annoying for everybody when they just speed up and then slow down right in front of you.
And it takes for us forever to overtake. It's not like we can slip around in no time, even though a car's only 3 meters, 4 meters long. We're quite often up to 30 meters in the road train. I found out my tippers are now classed as a long vehicle now.
Woohoo!
No, road train tags have been taken off.
No.
Yes, I'm under 30 meters.
It's not the size that counts.
It does it if you want to drive a road train. I'm very guarded about this. These new laws suck.
Oh, then talk to the boss and say
I need to put another trailer in the middle.
You need the extra few inches on.
Yeah, about a meter. I think I measured that.
Oh my gosh, you just
still can't take mine down to Brisbane, but yes, class is a long vehicle.
MJH Mech. Very good to see some actual knowledge about touring when the dreaded wobblies occur. The number of posts I've seen on social media saying power out of it or accelerate when it starts to sway show quite plainly how clueless many people are that share our roads. Number 1, back off. 2, do not brake. 3, loose hands on the wheel. 4, pull over when safe to do so. 2, sort your load. Speed. WDH. Have a great Christmas, Terry. All the best from the West. Hi, West.
Hey.
Oh, everybody at the West.
Everyone. Yeah. No, it's
hope you're all staying COVID-free over there. Are they COVID-free over in WA?
No idea. I'm the last person you ask about that stuff, especially after I've been out bush for a week. It's I was a bit surprised what was going on back here. Anyone trying to get across the border at Goondiwindi, give yourself plenty of time at the moment because it was taking me up to 45 minutes.
There has been positive COVID in Goondiwindi, and Queensland, you have to wear your masks everywhere now. So stay safe. Oh, can I tell you something that I thought was really, really funny?
Right.
It's not related.
No. Since when have we gone to script?
Okay, so the other day I saw a Land Cruiser with Northern Territory number plates on it, and I figured it was stolen because the car was too clean.
That comment is wrong in so many different ways.
It wasn't dirty. The car was clean.
Righto.
Oh, sorry, it just cracked me up. Stephen, you gotta read that. I don't know. I took a track trailer T van with my Isuzu D Max, and that weight, 900 kilogram fully loaded, and that's all I need.
Okay. Yep.
Can you Google that later?
Yep. Probably could.
Yeah.
Yep.
I wanna Google T track trailer T van later.
Yep.
That's about it. Okay, Scott Summers. Or use the electric brake controller as it was designed and apply the trailer brakes to stretch our and controller system. Also slows you down. I think the driver from the UK is the only one that actually did that. If you watch closely, the trailer straightens up and slows suddenly without brake lights. Brake lights don't typically light up when the override is activated. Slowing would not have caused that Caravan to stop swaying so rapidly.
Yeah. He must have. Yeah, I reckon he did. Must have applied the brakes. I know the brake lights didn't come on, so I know he must have applied at least the brake controller. But once again, I'm not too sure if the brake lights come on. And I think they might depend on what brand you get. Too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I reckon you should make sure that your electric brake controllers are working properly, because I've had them set where it's green, perfect, beautiful, and then a few k's down the road, put the brakes on, and they just like lock up, and it's like, what?
Yeah. You gotta learn how to adjust them.
It wasn't adjusted. It was green and green. It was beautiful. I was putting lightly on the brake, and it was slowing down at the traffic lights, and a few k's up the road, I did it again, and then they just like,
Okay.
right. I'm like, what?
Don't know. Yep.
You should find out about that
I should.
for your YouTube channel,
I should.
so you can give more information on.
No.
Do you want me to move on?
Yes.
Bye-bye. Lots of truckies on here dumping on caravans. From my experience, towed a big van all over Oz and plenty of country kilometres. There are some idiots out there towing big vans without a clue, but there are also plenty of dangerous and unprofessional truck drivers. You see them every day, especially running red lights and following way too close around town. I have more respect for the long-distance truckie, but they have a few mugs amongst them as well.
Yeah, I think that.
Unfortunately, in my history, I have unfortunately have known what they've called cowboys that will go 200 kilometers an hour, and they fix up their is it dogs? They call them the dogs. The speed controller in the truck, the tampering thingy. What are they called again?
Oh, I don't know.
Dog box or something.
Oh, could be.
I can't remember, but yeah, whatever it was to stop it from going over 100 kilometers, they'd reroute that, and they'd go 200 k's an hour
Yeah,
and stuff.
around with the controller, which playing around with the governor.
Yeah, but they had
bypassed on that.
Yeah, they had a name for it though.
Yeah, right.
That looks like it's spam.
Yeah, we're about to get spammed.
Yeah, so Ruby and Bethany, you are being spammed. Stephen, Red Arc are the best brake controller. Mine starts to apply before those. Use your brakes. Ooh, cool. Oh, and Ruby. And Ruby.
Ruby? What?
Further up.
Yeah, no, that's all right. I put it down for.
Oh, that was a different one. There's two.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, Ruby and Bethany.
Oh.
McKay, Charlie. I appreciate most truck drivers. However, when trucks try to overtake other trucks going 2 kilometers hours faster up long hills, boils my blood, and that is what causes traffic on freeways, in my opinion. Prime examples is northbound on M7 towards Elizabeth Drive or the exit of the M5 tunnel westbound.
Yeah, it's the usual story. Or everyone wants to go faster than everyone else. Thing is, if you slow down that extra couple Ks, it quite often knocks your momentum off. So he's trying to keep, second one's trying to keep his momentum going. And you probably find that over time he will get in front, but meanwhile holds everyone else up at the same time. So it's can be very frustrating.
Yeah,
Even
and they'd
for
be
us.
frustrated too if they had to slow down because it was annoying all the car drivers and everything. Keep on going, please.
We'll do one more.
But I've got Troy. I need to get Troy. I can't read that. Troy Ball. In the first video, the truck driver knew the caravan driver had to merge. So because we all know that truck drivers think they own the road, couldn't slow down to let him in, so decided to make a bad situation worse and cut him off.
That I wouldn't say he thinks he owns the road, but he's probably followed this caravan quite a while, and by the sounds that his usual story sped up in overtaking lanes and slowed down where people can't overtake. Listening to the original footage, that truck driver was pretty aggressive and pretty emotional, invested in trying to overtake at that stage. It was just going to end badly one way or another. You just can tell. Especially when people get road rage these days, they just lose the plot. So, yeah.
Again, not saying anything about my driving.
No.
Oh, it's funny.
Yeah, so, yeah.
And Al Black. Good video, thanks. And the next truck on tows the 20-foot caravan. The answer is simple. Give the trucks room to get past you and do not try and keep up with them. Most trucks are running 500 to 700 horsepower and SUVs run about 100. You can't compete with them and you will lose if you try.
Yes. Yeah. Well, yeah. If you're going to try and muscle a truck off, you're going to lose. There's no way. It's just something's going to happen. Don't even try. So, yeah.
Stephen, just find a semi going your way and follow it. Yep.
Yeah, pretty much.
Everything else will get out of the way.
Yeah, certainly clear a lot of roads, especially at bush there. I have a number of cars that sit behind me, waiting for me to scare kangaroos and everything off. Yeah.
Cows and emus and shit.
Yeah.
I haven't actually seen an emu for a number of years.
Yeah, but still there.
Yeah, but I haven't actually seen some. I've seen the goats and the cows and pigs and kangaroos, but I haven't seen an emu for a while.
No.
They must be doing good somewhere else.
Yeah, probably, hopefully.
Gary Duncan, the caravaner did have cause to move over as blind Freddie could see the road was narrowing, but the truck driver just kept on going. Both people at fault here, and please stop acting like a crash investigator. Ooh, burn!
He didn't like me breaking down videos, did he?
Crash investigator.
Well, if he hasn't, that's basics of all my videos. If I didn't do that, I wouldn't have any videos, would I? No. I gave him a thumbs down, I think.
Yeah.
But
well,
I think on that part, they still had a fair bit double lane, what I could tell. I think he just started to float across, and next thing he got tangled up. But that's not me doing crash investigations.
Gary, thank you so much for the time you spent watching and commenting.
Yeah, I think I can't remember what I gave. I said, I'm glad you enjoyed it, something like that. I left him there.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're funny.
Yeah.
Michael Jones. I like following trucks because they all communicate with each other. Most trucks sit a little over 100 on the highways, which is fast enough anyway. It also helps to avoid speed traps. It's also not just trucks that some dangerous old bugger doesn't like to be overtaken by. Old mate is having a convo with the passenger and doesn't realize he's dropped below the speed of the other traffic. Then as soon as they notice, it's bam, must speed up because someone's trying to overtake me. Twits.
Mm.
Stephen, I look at it this way: we have more days than years, so slow down and live.
Yes. I think a lot of people forget that. Yeah. There's always plenty of time to back off and take life easy. Doesn't matter. If you get there half an hour late, it's better not getting there at all.
It's already about Christmas for a lot of people already that have lost their children. What was it? Poor girl in a car, teenage girl in a car driving and hit a tree or something, or came off the road at 2 o'clock in the morning or something like that. So do not drive tired.
No. It's like driving drunk.
Yeah.
I reckon. So.
Don't get caught. Don't do it.
Just don't do it. Yeah.
Do you have any comments?
No.
Are you going to read any comments?
Which comments?
I don't know anything. Are you going to put any work into this?
Yes, I am. Keep going.
You're so bossy.
Yeah, I am.
Graham Cockerell. I'm no big rig truckie, but I reckon I could have got around there. Bloody hell.
That was a truck accident at Toowoomba. Yeah, he was talking about the one in Raffle Street there. You remember that one where there was
the
stoplight?
Yes.
3 times, 4 times, whatever it was. Yeah, I've swung around there with Fred vans a number of times when I was working for Sorry Fresh. It was almost a daily basis. Made it easy to swing out wide. And when I carried those train carriages, that was actually an extendable trailer, so I was even longer and managed to get around that. So I don't know what that truckie was thinking at that time.
Well, just be real. It's not really just his problem. I mean, it was very rude that somebody put a traffic light right in that spot.
Yeah, but that traffic light's been there for bloody years. It wasn't suddenly come up overnight.
Couldn't have just moved an inch to the right so you could get around.
It wasn't even an inch. It was about 1.5 feet out. It wasn't even close. You can understand. Oh, no, you can't really understand. But, hitting it the first time, you go, oh, shit, you're having a bad day. Okay, take it easy. But he drove backwards and drove exactly in the same spot. Now, you got to be thinking, what drugs is he on? That wasn't good enough, so he did it 3 more times. I swear he was going, that power pole must be bulletproof.
What was it? Traffic light.
Traffic light must be bulletproof. Hit it 3 or 4 times, then he realised I better kink the bloody prime mover a little bit.
Well,
then he got around.
Or maybe somebody's already done that, and so they've reinforced it with steel or something.
If you were sitting there in the car, I would have jumped the red light, because you don't want one of those things come crashing down on top of you. But, yeah. Jeez, he was determined to knock it over. I don't know what he was thinking.
That's so funny. Oh, you got to make tears come out my eyes. Marty Burgess. People still don't understand it takes a lot longer for a truck to stop. Pulling in front of a truck with centimetres to spare is stupid. Most car drivers have a blind spot, 360 degrees.
I'll say about 350.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're going to be able to see the phone and the radio.
Yeah, that's about it. I don't know how we can educate these people. Why not? That's not right. Other people, like car drivers and stuff, unless we throw them into a truck and teach them to drive, you just don't. Yeah, you just can't understand, and I don't have any answers of how to educate a non-truck driver.
Maybe a part of the learning to drive process is to do driving on the highway with trucks, and you have to specifically like answer questions about driving with trucks and everything. So at least people have a basic understanding.
Yeah, I understand. I still reckon that the best way to learn is actually throw people on the truck and get them to drive. I know that's a scary thing to do. And that's the only way people will understand what our braking distances are.
Maybe in the passenger seat.
Yeah, there's got to be a system there somehow. Because people just don't get it. And there's just going to be more trucks on the road. Well, up to February, more trucks on the road.
Mm.
Yeah, February might be interesting.
Maybe they need to add green or gold instead of blue. Get it? Add blue.
Add blue, yeah. Yeah, that's going to be an interesting problem when that blue runs out. I reckon only 15% of the trucks is going to be affected by it. Because we've got a fairly old trucks on the road. 15%, something like that. Just say it's nearly going to be 50%. So I don't think it'll be 15. I reckon it's going to be a lot higher. And out of those, a higher percentage is going to be the big trucking companies who are going to run out of AdBlue. So it's going to be the Toll and Lynn Fox, Nolan's, even the Lindsay brothers, they got new trucks. So we run out of AdBlue. Our country's going to come to a screaming halt in February.
How many second-hand old trucks are going to be put back on the road?
Try to get one.
Yeah, they're probably going to be all sold out.
They're going to be as priced as new ones. Yeah. Because when we bought that cab over, Callum bought that cab over. He didn't have much of a selection to pick from in a hurry, especially with a PDO pump and road train rated. Yeah, and he bought that one locally. So, yeah, all the second-hand trucks now values are going to go up through the roof. Yeah, if we run out of AdBlue, and it's just not going to be trucks pulled up. It's going to be the mines with all their loaders and excavators, and a lot of them run on AdBlue. The ones without burners. A lot of people's cars, diesel cars, they run on AdBlue. You got AdBlue or hot burners, where they don't require AdBlue. They use something else. But
do you remember that joke that's really appropriate in this situation?
Which one's that?
Where I can't remember the full one, but car ran out of fuel in the middle of nowhere, and different insects were doing stuff, and then the bee peed in the tank, and it started going again because it runs on BP.
Oh, right. Jesus.
Oh, that's so funny. That's a so old joke. It runs on BP.
Fair enough.
Steve, places have been there for years, and I don't think they're going anywhere soon. I was watching Trucking the Schmidt over in USA on YouTube. He was having trouble getting decent tires. What? Tires?
Yeah, anything from China is going to be interesting. I hate to say it, but so I don't like to be one of these skeptics.
What would happen if we boycotted China?
Yeah. Hey, Dave, how you going, mate?
Hi, David.
Yeah, I reckon what the bloody Chinese are up to something. And, yeah, and I think we are going to be in one hell of a shock. And I don't want to go on about it because I don't like it, guys. I want to be skeptics, but it's going to be interesting. Yeah.
Well, I'm still waiting from July. July? Yeah.
I don't know.
For a package from Hong Kong from July.
Right.
They sent me a refund.
Good on.
David Kelly, good evening, Terry. Really enjoying your channel and videos, especially the dash cam. I'm heading over to Queensland next April from WA to see our first grandchild in Brizzy. Yay, congratulations.
Good on you, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, we're up to masks and everything here, so hope you've got some packed away.
Yep.
And not keen on the motorways. Yeah, they can be quite nerve-wracking when you first get through them. Motorways.
Motorways. Brizzy's quite easy.
Yeah, says you.
Well, which you've driven in the same amount of states that I have, and in the same capital cities. So which ones are the easy ones and which ones are the hard ones?
Adelaide is easy. If you get lost, you just turn around and go back.
Yeah.
Or just turn left, turn left, turn left, turn left, and you're back where you started, and you're fine.
Or you're lost in the same spot.
Or then turn right and right and right. Right.
Yeah. Now, which ones are the easy ones and which ones are hard ones? You've driven in the same.
Adelaide is super duper easy.
Yeah.
Oh, no, wait. Until they put all that other crap on there. No, all right, never mind. Yeah, no, Adelaide, they've got all that new stuff there now. That's just bonkers. No, well, if you're not used to an area, going through it the first few times, and then sometimes the GPSs do not really give you a good heads up, and then it's like, oh, you're going to turn there, and it's like, which the freaking hell, and then there's like just a million people everywhere. If you're not used to traffic and don't know the area, it can be very nerve-wracking.
Yeah. Well, I reckon
not everyone is big and brave as you.
Sydney, Melbourne, and Adelaide, the three the worst ones to drive it. Sydney being the worst.
Oh no, Sydney was hell.
Yeah.
Never again.
Brisbane, Darwin, and Perth are easy to drive.
Brisbane is getting easier because I'm getting used to the spots that I need to go, but all the extra bits where you got to go around and this and that and wherever. No, that was just like, yeah, no, no. But I'm more comfortable with going the way that I know through the Brisbane.
Well, that's no different to any other city. Once you know your way through, but
yeah,
even Melbourne, if you know your way through, it's not too bad.
Seriously, Melbourne.
Yeah.
Turn left from the right-hand lane, or is it right from the left-hand lane?
Oh, I don't know.
That's just makes no sense.
No. She's got a lot of bloody bots on this bloody thing tonight.
David, I have driven them in a car and full drive, but towing the van now. It's the signage near the transition from my 2 or 7, which gets me the exit or off ramps.
Yeah, well, what I do, Dave, is quite often I'm in the truck and I usually take my tablet with me. I've got a mounting in the truck bracket to hold my tablet, and I use Google Maps. And I usually do my research before and usually have a look.
Yeah. And
because especially in the truck, because there's a lot of places I can't go. But yeah, just have a quick look on Google Maps, and because the tablet's so much bigger, you can actually see. Because you can see more of the area than what you can see on your phone or in GPS, TomToms and Navmans and but just get out of date too quickly.
Mm.
Where Google Maps is updated daily or whatever it is, if roads changed or whatever, and they quite often got better street flow of traffic.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, in the truck, you look at it and go, 45 minutes traffic hold up. I just can't go anywhere else. I've just got to put up with it. In the car, you can go around it. So
Yeah.
Stephen, I agree with you. Melbourne does suck, including the traffic. Even though in the lockdown, apparently it was pretty quiet, but yeah, I don't know. I've been terribly lost in Melbourne. This is before Google's ever thought was around.
Oh.
This is back in the days where I had street directories.
Oh, it was so much. It was just so ridiculous when you had your business and you were transporting and you're just whinging about the traffic in Melbourne and the streets and turning off, and you had to pick up near that the brothel.
Oh,
You had to pick up a car. That was so funny.
I never knew a brothel could be so busy. It was an eye opener for me. That was. Sat there for half an hour watching people coming in and out. Yeah, that was a yeah, country boy waking up very quickly about city lifestyle.
Everybody's got their happy place.
So it's not wrong. I suppose the blokes were happy anyway. They looked like they had grins on the way out.
And the empty pockets.
Empty pockets, lighter step.
Oh my gosh, that's terrible. Yeah, it was really, really, really bad traffic in streets in Melbourne. David, driven in Perth, Adelaide, Darwin, which are easy, probably just extra traffic and not being 100% of knowing where to go. I have Android Auto and use Google Maps and do the street view research.
Yeah. That's all I got. I just got Android and Google Maps. Yeah. You still can get a bit of a bum steer sometimes, but yeah. It's just easier. Yeah, I reckon. Yeah. And swinging a van around, well, I don't. Yeah, it's like swinging a truck around. It's not a lot of fun sometimes, but yeah.
Yeah, all good, guys. We'll be hanging around Brizzy for a few months, so we'll get used to it. Won't be able to get back into WA going now where it has locked up tight.
Oh, they locked it up.
Well done, Western Australia.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll say this officially. I reckon it's the worst thing they've done here is open the.
And South Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've got all these border checks now, and you've got to have a negative test within 72 hours and the right
honestly, they're not doing their job on the border.
Yeah.
And I can vouch for that. I should have brought paperwork in. I slipped across the border in the last couple of days and I didn't even check my paperwork. It's ridiculous. They're checking all the cars, but they're not checking the trucks. Okay, I was just across the border. I didn't go that far, but it's no different to any other truck. They could be coming from anywhere.
Yeah.
I know it's saying that it's up to 45 minutes trying to get across the border. But,
yeah.
But the thing is, into a lot of these country crossings, for a single lane, they can only check so many cars and trucks in a certain amount of time. Otherwise, it'd be all the way back down to the other end of the state. So it's
So yeah, within a day, 2 days of opening up the borders, South Australia and Queensland have got the first COVID in ages, and plain. It's like, what sort of border control are they doing that they're letting planes come from New South Wales and fly through Queensland and further up with people that have COVID? So, they're just totally messed up.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Terry. I have a UHF and use it to talk to you guys. Been there, done that. Awesome,
Yeah.
David.
Yeah, no, even New South Wales, most of the trucks sit on 40.
Oh, there was that one truck that they remember he had the strap hanging off, and we're trying to get him on the radio, and he wasn't answering. And then Christy said that her other half used a different channel.
Yeah, 39. New South Wales used to be 39, and they still use 39 going up and down the coast road, where central roads where I used to travel were on 40 because we've come from Queensland, South Australia and Victoria, and we all sit on 40, so quite often the central is still on 40. It's only coast road where it's 20, so yeah, no, even if you put a sign on your back, that usually helps a fair bit too. Doesn't have to be anything fancy, just a bit of electrical tape, UHF 40, put Dave on there or whatever. Yeah. You know, some truckers will call you up and let you know that we're going, well, they won't talk to you, they just might let you know they're going around.
Yeah, I have seen some caravans that do have their name and their channel number. Yeah, so you can call them up.
Yeah.
Stephen, what about the cabin crews on the planes that are all over the country? Yeah. That makes sense. They're not getting, well, I mean, I don't know if they're getting tested or not, but there
must be tests out. There is tests out there because New South Wales and Victoria, I think it was. If you're in a truck and you pulled into a warehouse or a Coles or something like that, you had to get tested. So there is test kits out there which you can get results in 15 minutes.
Yeah, but the cabin crew on the planes,
they get tested too.
Yeah. But they'll be a higher risk because they're going through. But but the passengers, you know, that shouldn't they also have to have some sort of like negative testing and your certificate things to get through to show that you have been.
Yeah, no, they would have to get tested all the time. Yeah.
But obviously not if a passenger flies from New South Wales to Townsville and Cairns.
Oh, they get tested again because they've been in contact.
Yeah, but a passenger should not be on the plane while they're sick.
Yeah, that's right.
So something's gone wrong there.
Something has gone wrong.
Yeah. Are we still doing this?
Oh, I have no idea.
Gosh, you talk so much. Like you talk like an old lady. Blah 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 blah.
Where were we up to?
I don't know. John Goldthorpe. The first clip, the truck driver could have taken his foot off the gas and let the car in. The car indicated for a good length of time before trying to merge. We all share the road.
Yeah. Yeah, this is good old boat where our space is 4 seconds before a car in front of us. For safety reasons. So if you want to push in front of the truck, you deserve to get hit. I don't care. Okay, your truck driver could back off, but he had to back off a long way. It's just not enough for a car length. It's got to be, he should be nearly 4 seconds. I know that truck driver was driving a bit close to normal because to lose that, make sure no one pushes in. But if you leave that gap, you basically might as well pull up sometimes because every car will want to jump in there.
The car, that's what does that add? The space is there for safety, not for you to cut in.
Yeah.
I like that ad. Pre-flooding Goondiwindi, Bobsy's channel. At least it looks green up there compared to other years I've driven up and it's looked like a desert. Yes.
Oh, she's green. Definitely green. We had enough water for lifetime.
We're dreaming of a green Christmas.
Yeah. Countryside looks good at the moment. It shouldn't be, but green.
I'm loving it.
Mosquitoes, Jesus.
Oh no, not the mosquitoes.
Big as pterodactyls at the moment. They're massive.
God. Oh yeah. Funny. Gary Duncan. Boring as batshit and great to see you doing nearly 100 kilometers an hour around a bend on the wrong side of the road over unbroken lines just to miss a little water. Great truck driving.
Thanks, mate. Where does batshit leaves rank between cow shit and bullshit and
Oh, it is so
funny
much
shit?
worse because, if you eat bat, you get
Well,
COVID. So if you have
that's
bat
got
shit,
nothing
then
to do with how boring it is next to batshit. I'm just wondering how different, where it ranks with the others.
maybe not so much.
Not so much, yeah. What?
I don't know. I've never seen bat shit.
No.
What does it
We
look
lived
like?
uptown, but of course with this same shit.
Well, obviously, I've forgotten in the
Mm.
3-4 years that I haven't been up there to see the bats. Oh, there's bats here too.
Mm. So yeah, that'd be. I just wanted to know where it ranks with everything else.
Yeah.
No, we'll find out, won't we?
Oh, unless because bats carry the diseases, maybe the bat shit carries diseases, so it's really, really bad compared to cows that don't have. They just smell bad and make your garden look good. Yep. All right. Doug Tilley. Yes, good video, mate. Enjoy the ride. Sitting here in my computer chair and almost losing control of the left arm. It was looking for the splitter.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, hate backseat drivers. Sitting there, telling me how to drive. I actually looked up his. No, he actually contacted me there, and a lot of some of these people leave me their websites, pages and stuff, and it gets deleted straight away. And I actually caught Doug's today.
Can't you just Google it or like the YouTube?
No,
search
it's not
it?
YouTube. It's not YouTube. It's somebody else again. And it's his life story with his dog going around the countryside. You know.
Oh.
Sorry, Doug. I didn't get the chance to read all of it today. I just had a quick look. His dog Dusty, unfortunately, passed away 10 years ago or something like that. But and he's got there must be a radio station or YouTube streaming station he's signed up to, and he plays his country music and his artists he likes and stuff like that. And yeah, no, Doug, I had a look at your video, your website today, and I'll have a better look at it later on, mate.
I want me some Slim Dusty.
I didn't see any Slim, but yeah.
Okay.
You don't listen to Slim anyway.
I like Slim Dusty.
Yeah.
And Lee Kernighan and yeehaw.
Yeah.
They're the boys from the bush.
Fair enough.
My boss new toy Kenworth K104. Julie Cook. Will it be a painting do-over at all, Terry, or is it staying as is?
Staying as is, Julie. Yeah, we bought this truck in a hurry, actually, the K104, because one of the 650s had a little accident.
Which somebody knows about this channel, so you're not going to mention?
No. No, we should put training wheels on his truck. Yeah, so it was because truck had an accident just before harvest, so we needed a truck in a hurry. That's why we got the Kenworth 104 just to replace it.
Yeah.
While the 650 is getting fixed up and get put back on the road again. So it stayed the same, and yeah, just get looked after best we can.
Good Kelly. Anyway, loving the channel. Keep up the great work. Gotta go. Keep on trucking, Terry. Bye, David.
Yeah, catch you later, mate.
Merry Christmas.
Yes.
And New Year.
And Happy New Year's. Yeah, we probably.
If you believe in that stuff.
Yes.
It's not against your religion and
whatever. Yeah, and Julie, thanks for the kind words you had there. There was remember last week? Fortnight ago. Yeah. That was a waste of time, or that was a waste.
Yeah.
And Julie actually stuck up for me and said some really nice words. Thank you very much.
Way to go, Julie. Woohoo!
Unfortunately, between my elephant fingers or whatever was going on, it got deleted. I read it on the tablet, and I just tried to get out of the tablet and get on the computer, and I deleted the whole thing. accidentally because I want to leave Julie a thank you message.
Oh.
So yeah, I did read it. I very much appreciated it. It was quite humbling what she actually wrote there. It was quite nice. Yeah.
Some people care.
Yeah. Yeah. Next one. Go on.
That was really, really sweet. Okay, Brenda Olstein, thank you for taking us on board for a gander, Terry. I love checking out the dashboards, etc. So what makes this one special for you? It looks like a strong truck. The cab overs are a bit rough to ride in, aren't they?
Yes, Mongrel Sorority. And thanks, what even Stevens?
Steven said, yeah, I would keep the Western Star. I think it's a cool truck.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, it was a truck we needed in a hurry. It wouldn't be something we normally go for, but I got there places like you can get a cab over in tighter places where you can't get.
I'm sorry, I just saw Steven's message. Christmas, whoever is responsible should be crucified.
Steve, that's the joke of the week, mate.
Stick it up on a cross.
I like that. It's fun.
Christmas and kids, my gosh.
Yes.
7 more sleeps, and I only just got a couple of Christmas presents. I haven't finished Christmas shopping yet. Present shopping.
Present shopping? No.
Yeah. But you weren't going to be having. You're not having that truck. You're staying with the Golden Kentucky.
I'm staying with
the Western Star.
Western Star.
Yeah.
You'd be doing well to get me out of that Western Star. Doing very well.
Ooh, Andrew, blooming hell, there must be some money in Weevil Carton. Thought every cockpit bought his son a big truck and a set of tippers to play Merry Hell with. Don't sound as good as an 892 or a V8 Mac.
Weevil Carton, I love that. No, not really. There is John Harvest on, but that's about it. After harvest, rate goes down. You still can make a living and make payments, but it's not as good as harvest on. Mm-hmm. And I do like the old V8 Mac. I actually drove a old V8 Mac once. 3 gears on the floor. That was all it was. And the clutch was that heavy, you had to use both your feet to push the clutch in. So you had to float the gears from there on. And if you stuffed it up, you had to stop and start again.
Oh,
yeah, and she roared. My ears rang. Must have been days afterwards, I reckon. Yeah, that was a good. She was nothing but pretty. It wasn't pretty. It was an ugly old truck. But she sounded very nice. Like trucks should be, old V8, man.
Of course, they're not going to be pretty. They've got like bulldogs on the front.
Yeah. Besides that, she was pretty rough.
56 Music. I guess this is your dream truck, Terry. Congrats to you on achieving what you wanted. Stay safe. Terry Sanders. No. I'm staying in the Western Star, mate.
Yeah. No, she's no, definitely not my dream truck. Worst thing about it because it's got that big engine cover over there in the middle.
Yeah.
To climb up into the bunk. Oh God, I don't know how the bloke who drives it. He carries a few kilograms. I don't know how he gets in there. I don't even know if I could get up in there, to tell you the truth. But yeah.
Your legs are too long.
No, I don't know. I don't know how the blokes used to do it. Yeah. Don't know.
Carl Foxwell. Terry Sanders, come on, mate. Sitting on top of the steel axle of a cab over north of Caloundra or south of Bellina in 104 is a joy, and climbing over the hump go to bed counts as exercise.
See what I mean?
There you go, exercise.
You had to be a gymnastic or something. I don't know. You had to need pulleys and rope and yeah.
That's all right. Your kids can teach you gymnastics.
Yeah, sure.
Livestream 56 Music. Congrats. See, you are nearly to 2,000 subscribers. I was one of your first subscribers. Woohoo! I enjoy you. Oh, that was me, not the comment.
Okay.
Yeah, 56 Music was woohooing. I'm like, Yeah, thank you for being one of the first. I enjoy your channel, a true blue Aussie trucker. I find you very relatable as I have commented before, learning something new from a trucker's perspective. We'll be watching for when the numbers get to 200K.
200. I don't.
Are you there yet?
200K.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2000. Yeah.
Oh well, yay!
Yay.
2000.09. I'm paying attention.
Yeah, of course you are. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, my goal for this year is get 1,000.
You already got 1,000.
Yeah, that was my goal for the year. Because that's when meditation, monetize.
No, your first goal was to reach 10.
Oh, well, yeah.
You were going to give friends hats when you reached 10.
Yeah, well, that never happened, did it? Yeah, but my realistic goal was 1,000 people in the first 12 months, because that's what everyone aims for. If you start a YouTube channel, that's what everyone goes for. Then it kept rolling on, and I thought, if I hit 2,000 before Christmas, it'd be great. But yeah, it came up quicker than I thought it would. And a couple of times I pulled up dead, and yeah, managed to get it rolling again. But yeah, no, I'm quite pleased how this channel's going. And
hey, we're missing somebody tonight.
Who?
Around the world history.
Yeah, I haven't seen that. No.
No, I'm just like thinking
somebody's
missing. Hello, if you listen to this later.
Yes.
You're not forgotten. All right. Okay. Road Train 590. Who owned your truck prior to you? Who?
Stradbirds. They are a cattle carting company. Both have, I think they've got 16 trucks on the road, and it's just part of their turnover. Yeah, I reckon he was saying there's one in Western Australia, or something like that. Yeah, there's a few of them around. There's a couple of them around here. I see occasionally.
Stephen, I used to drive a 3070 ACCO with 903T. That was a headache and a mouthful.
Yes, I imagine it would have. Yeah.
That was my part.
Yes.
Oh my god, you got like 4 pages of this, and what are we up to? Page 2, 1.5. Oh my gosh.
We'll finish this one. I think we'll leave it there. Yeah. Oh, hang on, that was the last page.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, that's the last
okay,
session.
all right. Gee, we went through all that.
Yep.
Holy moly. You took a lot. 5 pages. Crazy car and truck drivers at Briz. Hi, Terry. Being a truck driver myself, what I call roadcraft has long gone. It's the knowledge of how to use the roads and drive in a safe and economical manner. When changing lanes, I look in the mirror, indicate my intention, check the mirrors again, then it's safe. Changing lanes. Once fully in that lane, then I turn my indicator off. When overtaking a truck in my car, I like to have the truck's length before I start moving over. I can't stand these morons that think that by having that indicator on gives them the right to just change lanes. Then there's the ones that just don't indicate at all. Great educational video. Prospective drivers should be taught this before getting a learner's permit. Keep on trucking with the sunny side up. Yay!
And I never put that there after I found that message. I remember that one's an old one. Yeah, the road. What he says, the roadcraft. Yeah, that is a bit of a lost skill. Just actually reading the traffic is the biggest part, because you need to know what the traffic's doing before you get there with a truck. You know that. Should have learnt that with riding on a bike. You got to read the traffic.
Yeah.
And predict what someone might do.
Yeah.
And get ready for it. And a lot of people don't do that anymore. That's probably the biggest cause. That's why you get pole-ups and traffic jams, because we're not reading the traffic. We're just concentrating too close in front of them. Yes. Yes. That was a mountain full, wasn't it? Gets real good. Yeah. Yeah.
You're exhausting.
Yes, I know. Yes. I reckon we'll go on to what I want to call what I think about when I'm on the road.
Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah. What do you think about when you're on the road? About
Well,
how peaceful and quiet it is. You got
yeah.
no kids.
Well,
no
just
arguing.
different things pop into your head,
Okay.
and I've noticed some of these are off the internet, and I thought, oh yeah.
Okay.
Have you realised that humans cut down bird trees to make bird trees?
What?
Humans cut down bird trees, bird houses.
Birdhouses. Yeah.
To make bird houses.
How do you cut down a birdhouse to make a birdhouse?
Well, you cut down a tree.
Yeah. So you cut down a tree to make a birdhouse.
Yes. But then,
Oh my god. Oh gosh.
I kind of said that wrong this time.
Yeah, well, no, you see,
Yeah,
a tree is a birdhouse.
Yeah, well, you cut down a birdhouse to make a birdhouse.
Birdhouse, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm with you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, right, yep, okay.
Right.
Over.
If there's two mind readers and
Oh,
they're
boy.
reading each other minds, whose mind are they reading?
My mind.
Your mind?
No, like, it's like if you're reading your mind and they're reading your mind, well, then you're reading their own mind, which is like my mind. So maybe they're my mind wealthiness or something. If you knew about my mind wealthiness, and then you know, but oh my gosh, you just put some, oh my gosh, stick to knock.
No.
Yep. Stephen, all the billboards on the side of the road should have graphic images of some of the carnage.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, do you remember just going out north of Air there, and there was a tree that was like just somehow in that tree, like it was stuck in the tree or something, or whatever. That was a really, was it in the tree or backwards around the tree? I don't know. I can't remember.
I don't know what you're on about.
Carnage.
Okay.
And it was just like how did that happen? It was just that could not work out any possible physical way that tree and that car was like that.
Okay.
That would have been a really good photo. Okay, what other weird stuff is in your mind when you're on your own that we should all be worried about?
Ice cubes float in the pool of their own blood.
Ice cubes floating in a pool of their own blood.
Yeah.
Ice cubes don't have blood. They are made out of water, so they'd be just floating in water.
So would it be their own blood, wouldn't it?
No, because it's not blood, it's water.
Yeah, that would be blood.
It'd
for an
be
ice cube.
Iced water.
Blood for an ice cube.
Oh, gosh, do you just like, oh my God, why?
Well, here's a question for you.
Stay off of freaking Google.
Here's a question.
Oh, boy.
If one teacher can't teach all subjects, then why is one child expected to learn all subjects?
Because parents like peace and quiet.
Is that right?
Yes. We just want them out of the house for like 6 hours a day.
Well, like, you'll be enjoying that when they
go back to school.
And they come
5 weeks.
Come home with homework. How do you do this?
No, because that's why some very amazing person invented Homework Club. So after school, they can spend an hour doing homework at school. Yay! I love it. I really love it. It's the best invention ever.
Are oranges named orange because they are orange, or orange is named orange because they're orange?
Why are lemons not called yellow? Because they're yellow. They're not lemons, you know. And limes are not green. They're called lime. So just like,
you got lime.
Yeah, but they're not called green. They're called limes. Yep. But they're green. So it's just like an orange is like, you know.
So what came first? Why was orange named orange? After the colour or after the fruit?
I'm gonna hit you.
That's the question.
I'm gonna hit you.
It's a bit like what came first, chicken or the egg.
It was the rooster.
Rooster, was it?
Yes.
So
And then the chicken, and then the egg.
here's someone with a bit more.
I'm not going to have a discussion about the birds and the bees with you.
No. What happens if you press the brake and the throttle in the car at the same time? Do you take a screenshot?
No, you just rub the hell out of your engine and it blows up.
Oh, that's it. That's the last one.
Oh, really? Seriously?
Yeah, seriously, I didn't want any more than that. All right, I think we'll leave it there. We've been here for an hour. And thank you to all of you.
And I'm really, really sorry for those thoughts that he got off the internet.
Or wherever.
Or wherever it was that you got them. But
there's plenty more. Don't worry. Plenty more for next time.
God help me. Jeez.
I hope everyone has a Merry Christmas. Sorry we weren't on last week. I was only home for a night, and that night we had a Christmas party on, so we wasn't able to do anything. But yeah,
we had no blood left because we were sucked dry by the mosquitoes.
Yeah. Anyway, I hope everyone has a very Merry Christmas. We might do something before Christmas, but I doubt.
And we might do something.
We'll definitely do something
at Christmas.
Or at Christmas or after Christmas.
Well, we're only having a lunch, so you're probably going to be like, Bob, can we do a live stream?
Probably. We'll see what happens.
Or we can be there for the people who don't have anybody to be with.
Yeah.
We can be there for them.
Fair enough. Sounds good. Anyway, I hope everyone has a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's, and thanks for Dave and Steve and whoever else was on.
Dave, Stephen, and don't forget...
there's a couple others.
Yeah, Creative Minds.
Creative Minds at the start.
And
yeah.
Timothy, and your spams.
Yeah.
But don't count on him. Oh, no, you might do New Year's, but you're definitely not going to be here at New Year because you never stay awake for New Year.
That's right. All right.
It's Stephen, good night and safe travels to you as well.
Yeah. All right. Everyone stay safe, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye.
Oh, me too.